What is going on, my friends? Madden Ultimate Team is finally here this year, and there's a ton of different budget beasts that you can get on the offensive side of the ball this year. I'm going to go through quarterbacks, tight ends, running backs, and receivers that you should probably be using in the early stages of Madden 26 Ultimate Team. When it comes to offensive linemen, anywhere between a 79 and an 82 is going to be just fine, but I'll make a video about that another time. But for starters, at the quarterback position, JJ McCarthy you're going to get for free when you get some solos done. 79 speed, 80 throw power, 82 short accuracy, 77 medium, 76 deep. Very, very solid card. I mean, 6'3", 79 speed seems to be pretty good at the quarterback position outside of some outliers like Lamar, Kyler, Jaden Daniels, obviously the really fast quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts. So to be able to get this card right off the rip, definitely plays very well, definitely plays. Doing those same challenges, you're also going to get a Xavier Worthy. You guys probably already knew this, but getting those training camp solos done, you're going to get an 87 speed Xavier Worthy. I do believe this is the fastest card in the game, so everyone that plays Madden Ultimate Team is going to have this card at their disposal. So got to get those ones out the way. Those are free. Those are the ones that you're going to get really just by doing the bare minimum and playing 10 different solos. So moving forward, it's going to be people that you're going to have to get off the auction house this year. First quarterback to talk about for budget beast on the offensive side of the ball is going to be Joe Milton. Really only the reason why you would use this card over JJ McCarthy is because of the throw power. Apparently 85 throw power is a nasty threshold this year in Madden Ultimate Team, but I mean, if you compare him right off the rip to JJ McCarthy, other than the throw power, literally other than the throw power, you know, JJ is a far better quarterback. But if for whatever reason, you know, I haven't played a game yet, most people haven't, this is the day of, you know, this is the launch day, so we'll have to test and see if 85 throw power really is a difference maker. But you know, 73 medium accuracy, 75 short, 68 deep. Throw under pressure is not very good unless throw power really is a difference maker this year. You know, JJ McCarthy is going to be a lot better of an option. There's a couple quarterbacks that are budget that will be better than JJ, but if you're trying to get a budget quarterback, you got to compare it to JJ, considering that, you know, you get him for free. So if he's not better than him, then there's really no reason to not use him. Next person that might be worth mentioning for budget quarterback would be Drake May. He's a little more comparable to JJ McCarthy, in my opinion. Definitely a better option than Joe Milton, but as you can see, one more speed, two more throw power, a little less in each throw accuracy and throw under pressure, throw on the run and all that stuff, but not a bad option. You know, he's quicker, more throw power. So like I said, if you think that that's going to be a big difference in Madden Ultimate Team this year, then, you know, Drake May would probably be the better option. But yeah, someone that's a lot more comparable to JJ and is definitely a pretty solid third option if you really want a different quarterback than JJ. Kyler would be the next person that I think is the best option after JJ McCarthy. If you want someone that's a little faster and can throw actually good as opposed to what Joe Milton is, I think Kyler Murray would be that next person that's cheap. Right now, with it being the official drop date of Madden, you know, he's going to be a little expensive, but he's got great throw on the run, a little better throw under pressure, play action, but who cares about that? But 83 speed, you know, 83 speed is a very good speed to start Madden Ultimate Team. Little less throw power, little less short, medium, and deep accuracy. But if you're looking for someone who's more of a scrambler type, I definitely think that Kyler Murray would be your guy. You know, he's 5'10", not the tallest guy ever, but, you know, it's not that bad. I mean, compared to 6'3", it's definitely a big difference. That's a whole 5 inches there. 5 inches can make a big difference. But anyways, Kyler Murray is not a bad option, especially if you're looking for someone that can throw on the run for sure. Everyone's already talking about, but Baker Mayfield is probably going to be the most used quarterback in Ultimate Team to start this year. He's that person that has that 85 throw power threshold, and compared to JJ McCarthy, definitely a better option. I think Baker's going to be more on the expensive side, but I feel like in this video I had to talk about it just because he's an 82 rated quarterback. But as you can see, a lot better accuracies, deep, throw under pressure, a little bit more throw on the run, little less speed, but that throw power is a massive difference. Definitely a lot better than JJ. I'm trying to show you guys that, you know, JJ is honestly as good of an option as it's going to get. But Baker is probably going to be that elite option that if you're looking to spend a little bit more coins, Baker Mayfield would probably be your guy. But if we back out and look at the quarterbacks that are 80 to 81, I think a lot of these guys will also go down in price. Obviously, the servers are going to act up, but guys like look, who was I just looking at? Jordan Love. I think he's going to drop a lot in price. He's got pretty good stats right here. Sick card art as well. But he's got 83 throw power, still pretty solid right there with the throw power. 83 throw short, 81 deep, and 76 medium with an 81 throw under pressure and 80 throw on the run. I definitely think he's going to drop a lot in value. And for whatever reason, if Jaden Daniels is going to be an 81 this year, which kind of boggles my mind a little bit, I also think he's going to be someone that drops in price just because he's an 81 rated player. 81s are most likely to come out more in packs than any other elite outside of 80, obviously, but 81 speed, 81 throw short, 80 medium, 78 deep, 79 throw on the run, 75 throw under pressure. If you want to maintain that scrambling archetype, Jaden Daniels, I think, is definitely going to drop in price once this game starts to get going this week. For running backs, he's definitely a little overpriced now, but Chase Brown 82 is definitely going to be someone that's going to be on everyone's team as well. Because he's part of the new promo to start this year, he's just going to be a part of every set. Because he's part of every set, his price is going to go down. But 85 speed, elite speed this early in the game, 87 excel. He's got 80 plus in agility, carry, juke, change of direction, and not too bad with a 79 broken tackle and trucking. He's definitely going to be someone that we're all trying to get on our team, and it won't be that hard. By the time this game really gets going, he's probably going to be somewhere around like 35K, 30K if I had to guess. And I'm already at 41K. I've done maybe 2 things of solos, and that's it. I haven't spent any of my points either. So getting a guy like this is going to be very, very easy. So it's worth noting that obviously Chase Brown is probably going to be your RB1. If we're looking for a true budget beast as opposed to Chase Brown, Velus Jones Jr., he's already 2,000 coins, so he'll probably be even cheaper by the time this weekend ends. 85 speed, 86 SL. His carrying is awful out of 56, but 67 change of direction. I mean, it's really just the speed. Let's be real. He's 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, so he is bigger, so maybe he'll play a little different as opposed to, you know, these shorter running backs at this cheap of a value. But for 2,000 coins, I mean, it's worth the risk. He's 2,000 coins now. Like I said, he'll probably be less than 1,500, around 1,000 coins by the end of the weekend. Definitely not a bad choice here with Velus Jones Jr. I think Tootin's going to be, still pretty expensive by the end of the weekend. I'm trying to show you guys that won't be that expensive by the end of the weekend, but I fear this guy will definitely be up there in price. 86 speed, 87 excel, one of, if not the fastest card on offense in the game outside of Xavier Worthy and a couple other guys, but very fast, carrying a little bit better than Venus Jones, who I would rather have just because he's 2,000 coins. Tootin is at like 25K right now. I still think he'll be around 15 by the end of the weekend, depending on how many people are still going to be ripping packs and how often they get a guy like this out of packs. I hope it's a lot because I would like him on my team, but for 25K at the moment, definitely too much. I think at 15K it's too much. But if you're someone that throws to the running back a lot, that extra speed, a couple extra excel compared to Venus Jones or Velus Jones, I definitely think it's very, very worth getting. This man right here is 86 speed and he is 6'5". He's listed right now at around 85K. I don't think he's going to drop a whole lot. Obviously, he's a 72 rated wide receiver, so there's a chance that he can drop quite a bit, but this card is so solid to start this year. 6'5" is massive. I mean, it's Mike Evans, but way faster. And obviously, the catching and the route running is awful, but 70 deep route running and 73 medium route running is not that bad for a 6'5" receiver like Dante Thornton Jr. There's definitely better options than him. If you're, willing to sacrifice a couple inches on the height and maybe 1 or 2 speed. Because right now 85K for a guy like this is just, it's definitely not worth it, but I can see why people are saying he's going to be a budget beast this year. Obviously, Dante Thornton's a great option, but if you're willing to sacrifice a little bit of speed for a lot better route running and a lot less price, I think Torrey Horton of the Seahawks is going to be a pretty good option as well. He's 6'3", so he's still massive. 84 speed, not as fast, but 84 speed is still very elite. That's the same speed as Jamar Chase this year. 74 jumping, very good, and all of his route running is above 70. So if you're looking for a secondary option to maintain that guy that, you know, you can kind of just high point the ball and, you know, screw it, he's down there somewhere. You know, I think Torrey Horton's a pretty solid option. Like I said, 6'3", very, very tall. And if you're trying to do a theme team, I mean, he's even going to be good for that. But Torrey Horton, 6'3", 84 speed. I think he's a solid option at receiver as well. A lot of people are talking about rookie receiver Matthew Golden. His cheapest card at the moment is 140,000 coins. I'm not too sure how much he's going to drop, but in a world where he does finally become a budget beast, 86 speed, really good short route running with 78, 73 medium, 74 deep, good jumping, solid catching. For a 77 rated, I would not pay this price. You know, I would try my best to just get a elite player at that point, but 140K, hopefully it drops, but if not, you know, that's tough. If it does, Matthew Golden's going to be a budget beast in Madden 26. Going to the tight end position, Luke Musgrave is actually a lot cheaper than I thought he was going to be. The cheapest one I just saw is around 9,000 coins. He's got 80 speed at 6'6". He's definitely one of the taller tight ends in the game and definitely tied for the fastest in the game. 80 speed, 76 catching, 74 medium route run, and 72 short route. 67 run block isn't amazing, but, you know, it's worth the sacrifice considering that you're getting a 6'6", 80 speed tight end to start the game for a little less than 9K. I think by the end of the weekend, he's going to be even cheaper than that. So I think he's probably going to be the #1 option for, you know, the budget beast on the offensive side of the ball this year. Because he's part of a set to start the game, I think Jelani Woods at 6'7" is going to be a great option. He's around 12K at the moment, but 6'7" with 79 speed, 77 catch, 80 spec catch, and 74 medium and short route running, 72 run block. He's probably the most versatile budget beast tight end that you can get this early. I understand that 10K is a little expensive, but like I said, I'm at 41,000 coins and I played 2 sets of solo. So, you know, he's a quarter of that. Is it worth a quarter of your bankroll? Maybe not, but, you know, once this game starts to get going, he's probably going to be cheaper than 10K. And outside of Luke Musgrave, you know, this guy is probably going to be the second option, assuming that you don't get, you know, that Antonio Gates or you're not buying the premium pass. This guy should definitely be on your roster to start the game. If you're willing to spend just a little bit more coin for a decently better player, Jonnu Smith of the Pittsburgh Steelers would be a good option. 80 speed, 80 catching. He's probably the best receiving tight end in the game, price considered. 79 spec and catching traffic, 74 short route running, but 80 medium route running is a very, very solid number for a tight end. Like I said, I think Luke Musgrave is a better option. Jelani Woods a better option just because they're cheaper, but it's safe to say that Jonnu Smith is definitely the better player of the three. But these are all the budget beasts I think that I came across in Madden Ultimate Team this early. Obviously, with the game just coming out, I haven't even played a game, so maybe I'm just not telling the truth. If I got any of these wrong, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you are new here. I've got a pack opening coming at the end of the weekend. 30 plus packs just to start up my team. You know what I'm saying? It's no money spent. So this year it seems like there's going to be a lot of budget beast opportunities. So for someone like me in this channel where no money spent is real and we're going to do it, you know, that's going to be very important. So until the next video, I will see you then. Goodbye. Peace.